Most people don't struggle to start a healthy routine. They struggle with sticking to it. I mean, you get motivated and then you go to the gym for a week and then you meal prep for a couple days and then life gets busy. But that consistency of showing up regardless of motivation is what is going to set you apart from other people. That is where the growth happens. That's where you see the real progress. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you strategies that have allowed me to stay consistent with working out and eating healthy throughout the years, even when I feel no motivation whatsoever. So let's jump into it. The first tip I have for you is to focus on your routine, not on the motivation. Motivation fades pretty easily. So what I want you to focus on more is setting up a structure and system that is going to keep you going. And one way you can do this is by viewing these workouts and these meals in your life as mini appointments, right? Just like an appointment if you were to go to the doctor. So if you plan your meals out ahead of time, you're removing the fatigue of you not knowing what you want to eat when you come home from work, and then you're exhausted, and then you turn to the takeout order online, So we are removing that friction there. This subtle little mindset shift into appointments changed a lot for me, and I started showing up for myself more. And if you decide to test it out, it could change your life. Tip number 2 is that I want you to start small and build up gradually. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. I know we've all had those moments at 2 a.m. where we're like, we are gonna wake up, I'm gonna work out, scrub clean my entire house. No, it's not gonna happen. What you need to do is slowly build that up gradually. So say you only work out once a week, bump it up to 3 times a week. Challenge yourself to that to start. And then as you consistently do that, you can maybe do 4 times a week or 5, just whatever works in your schedule. You really have to adapt it to your lifestyle because this is your journey. This is not my journey. This is you. How are you going to implement these things into your life? That's what I really want you to take away from this video. So what are the small things that we can add? Can we add a few more veggies on your plate? Might seem like a big deal if you're someone that does not eat veggies, or you might be like, oh, you know what? I could slap some asparagus on my plate tomorrow. Tiny little things, minimal moves that we are going to use to improve. Tip number 3 is to make it enjoyable. You got to pick things that you actually like. So pick a workout that you really like. If you like to jump rope, get out there, go jump rope. If you liked flag football when you were in college, see if there's a local intramural team or like an adult league that is going on. I've been looking at volleyball clubs around me. That's stuff that excites me. So find that form of movement that excites you. Maybe you love Pilates. Maybe you were a huge swimmer when you were younger and you want to get back in the pool. There are so many different forms of movement that could be so beneficial for you and your goals. So just figure out which one aligns the best and then go with it. You're going to stay more consistent when it's fun and it's not forced. Popping in real quick, I just want to say I appreciate you being here. I am so excited you found my channel because I know you're going on a little self-development journey and you must be interested in productivity, habits, minimalism, all that kind of jazz. And that is my jam specifically. So if it's yours as well, you might as well subscribe and stick around. But I'm not going to keep jibber jabbering about me. Let's get back to the video. Tip number 4, keep healthy food accessible. If it's easy to grab, then you're going to grab it and you're going to eat it. So I want you to be aware of what you are putting on the front lines of your pantry and right in your fridge when you open it up. What are the first couple things that you see? If it's a birthday cake next to some celery, I'm choosing the birthday cake every time, So it's a matter of just positioning things around, and it's a subtle cue to your brain, to your mindset of like, you know what, I'll have that later because it's in the back of the fridge or in the back of the pantry. Tip number 5 is to plan for imperfection. If there's one thing I wish I did when I first started going on my whole holistic health journey and fitness, workout, exercise, it was to be okay with not being perfect. Life happens. It's okay if you slip up. It's okay if you miss a workout. There are going to be days that you skip the gym. There are going to be days that you order takeout instead of making food or meal prepping, and that is okay. And if you're surrounding yourself with people that are saying that's not okay, that is like terrible, you need to have more discipline, rah, I understand that because I was surrounded by that 24/7, but that enabled me into more of a restrictive mindset, and that's not something that I ever want to project onto other people. You know that going on this journey, it's hard in itself, but it's also important to be soft on yourself at times, to understand my body is exhausted today. You just worked an 8-hour shift and now you got to go to the gym, but yesterday you went hiking. It's okay, take a day off. It's not the end of the world. What matters more is that you just keep that consistency, you bounce back. You're not perfect. and it's okay. Tip number 6 is to track your progress. I want you to write things down or use an app to track progress. What I did, honestly, is I had my phone and I just went to the notes app and I would write out my workouts and the weights that I was using. And then the next week, I would try to increase at least 2 of those movements that I did within the workout up by like 5 pounds, because I wanted to progressively overload, which is basically just like slowly increasing weights over time, increasing the resistance to build up your muscles and see how much you improve. Tip number 7 is to pair your habits with your identity. Stop saying and telling yourself that you're trying to do this. I'm trying to work out daily. No, not anymore. You are somebody that works out every day. You're somebody that moves their body every day in a way that works best for them. Shifting your identity is how you are going to make habits stick. You no longer identify as somebody who's trying to do something. You identify as if you have already established that in your life. When you reinforce a specific belief to yourself, you are more likely to do the actions that contribute to it. So make sure it's positive. Tip number 8, I want you to find accountability. You can work out with a friend, you can post your progress online, or you can join a challenge in a community. Having some sort of external accountability is going to help you push forward and keep you going. The way that I first got into the gym was having an accountability buddy. I asked one of my friends, I said, can you bring me to the gym because I am afraid. I am scared to walk in there. And she was like, yeah, sure, I go with my boyfriend all the time. And that's all I needed. I just needed somebody to get me through the door, because once I got through the door, I was like, wait, this isn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be. I could totally do this. And even now, I love accountability buddies. I'm doing Walktober right now and I posted about it, and I have so many people joining me in this little challenge every day where we just go for a walk. Tip number 9, you have to prioritize rest and recovery. Rest is productive. Despite what you see online, where everyone's just like in the grind, 2 workouts a day, X and Y and Z, you've gotta rest. It's the chance for the body to rebuild and repair its muscles. Without it, you're gonna burn out, or even worse, you might get injured, and that recovery from injury is hard. So please, take the rest and take care of yourself. Tip number 10, you gotta celebrate the lifestyle and not just the results. When you start seeing exercising and eating healthy as a form of self-respect instead of punishment, that's where your life really starts to change and it becomes sustainable. Because if you're in that mindset of like, I have to exercise and restrict how much I'm eating in order to see results, and then you get the results, you're gonna realize you weren't approaching it in a way that was a sustainable lifestyle. Speaking from experience, because when I first started out, I was the person that, downloaded the calorie tracking app and went extremely strict. Like, I'm talking egg whites for breakfast and spinach for lunch kind of strict. It was not sustainable whatsoever. I reached that goal body weight or whatever because I wanted to look a certain way, and then when I got there, I realized I had horrible habits, I had horrible self-worth, I was so messed up in the mind, and I was like, why did I do that? That wasn't respecting myself. And it's taken me years to get to the point where I am now, and I'm still consistently working on myself and that self-respect of, self-respect is eating enough. It's eating to sustain the lifestyle that you are living. Self-respect is moving your body daily, because when you don't, it doesn't feel the best. That is that self-respect for me, and I really hope that you can achieve this as well, especially if you are somebody who is struggling a little bit right now. It's okay, it gets better. I know it gets better because I'm living that better version right now. It's not easy, but it's not easy to stay in a mindset that is harmful to you. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's just about showing up, even when it's not convenient and you don't want to. And I know that you are capable of doing this, because I was that person that was a little anxious about it. I was scared, I was nervous, I didn't think I could do it. I kept falling back to old habits, and 4 years later, I'm consistent with my routines, my habits, and whatnot. And that's why I am here. I'm posting to be able to help you do the same, to get out of that cycle and feel more confident in your actions, to build the systems that are going to support you. And if that's something that you're interested in, then I highly encourage you to stick around, because you're so awesome, I'm so awesome, so you might as well subscribe and let's be awesome together. Not to distract you while you are subscribing, which thank you very much for doing so, but I do want to point out this video right here. I'm recommending it to you. YouTube is recommending it to you. Great minds think alike, and I think that you would like it. So I will see you in the next video.